Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So last video of the night, I'm trying to do all my videos and upload them before I have to send my Braille note back for repairs. Although, who knows, I may not do it at all because I cannot bear to be parted from it, but yeah. So the last video we're doing is the America the Beautiful tag. I guess this was made by Tales with Tay and Shannon from Old American Spirit, so yeah. Let's do this. In God We Trust, a Christian fiction book. I just put Until Leaves Fall in Paris by Sarah Sundin. This was one of the first Christian fiction books I ever read, apart from, like, Karen Kingsbury, when I was, like, doing it on purpose. I'm not doing it on purpose, like, I thought she was the only Christian fiction writer, and I didn't necessarily want to get super immersed in it, because as much as I love Karen Kingsbury, you gotta be in the mood to be preached at. I didn't know that there was a milder form, and Sarah Sundin is it. There's, like, it's, I guess what I call casual Christianity, like, where it's, like, sprinkled in, but it's not, like, saturated and in your face, either. It's more about the story, and God is in it, like he is in normal life. Anyway, I heard about it first from Katie from Paperbacks and Ponytails, and then Alma from Alma's Book Journey recently read it. So this takes place in Paris, and we have American ballerina Lucy Gerard. She buys her favorite English language bookstore to allow the Jewish couple to escape, and the Germans make it hard to keep the bookstore afloat. And she needs to keep it open to keep aiding the resistance by passing secret messages between the pages of her books. Then we have widower Paul Aubrey, wants nothing more than to return to the States with his little girl, but the U.S. Army convinces him to keep his factory running and obtain military information from the German customers. He's also part of the resistance, but in order to carry out his mission, he must appear to support the occupation, which doesn't give him a lot of popularity. And yeah, Lucy kind of suspects him at first, and it's a whole thing. There's other books, like companion books to this series. One of them, I forgot what it was called. It was about a reporter. In that one, we actually see Paul when he's still, like, with his wife before she dies. So his little girl is like a baby. I need to read them in order, honestly. It'd be kind of cool to read them in order. But that one's like the last one in the series, I guess. So, yeah. Then we have Oh Glory, a book that elicits strong emotion. I picked Real by Carol Kujek and Peyton Goddard. I've been, like, raving about this book since I read it. I heard about it from Beth from Soul Stained Ink. It's about a girl named Charity. She can't speak. She's on the spectrum. I'm just going to read it a little bit. I'm 13 years old, actually 13 years plus 87 days. I love sour gummies and pepperoni pizza. The last part no one knows because I have not spoken a sentence since I was born. Charity may have math skills and a near perfect memory, but with a mouth that can't speak and a body that jumps, rocks, and howls unpredictably, most people incorrectly assume she cannot learn. And then she gets, her parents enroll her in a regular junior high school, and she learns to communicate, and it's a whole thing. I picked this one for emotion because you go through all the emotions. Like, you're sad, you're happy. At one point, I was raging at her aunt. I can't tell you why, but let's just say that, it's a middle grade, so of course she has to come around, but I didn't forgive her because she sucked. And she only redeemed herself because she realized, oh, by the way, Charity was in there the whole time and actually understood every mean thing you were saying about her. Only reason you said you were sorry. So yeah, you can see there was strong emotion elicited from this book. But yeah, I also cried in parts. This is inspired by a true story. Speaks to all those who've ever felt they didn't belong and reminds readers that all people are worthy of being included. So here's a dedication from each of the authors. To all teachers who see their students with possibilities instead of limitations. Carol Kujek. And then the author was on the spectrum. I think she's also nonverbal. To all awed by feeling you are nothings, know you are pertinent to the whole of creation. Know you are real to God and me. Peyton Goddard. Yeah, I just keep raving about this one. Then we have We Were the Lucky Ones by Georgia Hunter. I just reread this. It's about the Kirk family and how they survived the war. I reread it and watched the TV show at the same time. That was an experience. But I've been wanting to watch the show. The show's brutal. But the little girl in the show, the toddler, wow, that girl can act. I mean, I'm blind, so I can't completely, but yeah. I mean, like, she was literally in acting out, like, awful situations, and she did really well. I can't really tell you what it was because you have to read the book, but that little 3-year-old acted very well. They also had, like, an older child as she grew up, which she was okay, but truly the one who needed to do the brunt of it was the baby, and she delivered. But anyway, this was great to read and watch at the same time because it's like the whole Kirk family, so there's like all these different characters, like different family members that are in different places, and it's hard to keep up with in the show, whereas like in the chapters, we have chapter 5, Isabella and what's his name? I forget all their names, but you at least know who you're with and where they are, so. Next, Superpower, main character with a unique ability or a big epic book. I picked Nevermore by Jessica Townsend. A cursed girl escapes death and finds herself in a magical world, but is then tested beyond her wildest imagination. I mean, it's just a fantasy. It's really fun. She has some superpowers that you find out about later. Then you have the Harry Potter series. I mean, you know, superpowers. Next, The American Dream, a book with a great family. I picked Any Other Family by Eleanor Brown. This one is a little bit dysfunctional, but it's a really cool family. They look just like any other family, but they aren't a family like any other. Not quite. Instead, they are 3 sets of parents who adopted 4 biological siblings, committing to keeping the children connected after the death of their grandmother. Like, their mother basically had them, like, the first time when she was, like, 14 or something. And the grandma had them all, but when grandma died, they couldn't all stay together, so I'll just kind of read where they were. Tabitha, who adopted the twins, is the planner of the group, responsible for coordinating playdates and birthdays and Sunday night dinners, insistent that everything happens just so. Quiet and steady Ginger, single mother to the eldest daughter, resists the forced togetherness, her own unsettled childhood leaving her wary of trusting too much. And Elizabeth is still reeling from going directly from failed fertility treatments into adopting a newborn, terrified that her unhappiness means she was not meant to be a mother at all. But when the 3 women receive a surprising call from their children's birth mother, I'm not going to say why she called, the delicate bond they're struggling to form threaten to collapse, and they all go on vacation together, which only makes it kind of worse, but better because you see them kind of working things out. So yeah, like, I loved this book. It's such a unique way to, like, do adoption and keep siblings together, even while not one person can adopt kids. Like, grandma died when this woman had 3 kids, the twins and the oldest girl. And then she just had another baby, and then they had to find another family to enter this madness to adopt that baby. So it just, yeah. Then we have the All of a Kind Family series by Sydney Taylor. I love this series. It's a lovely family. So these girls and their adventures in the Upper East Side of New York City. The Sisters of Seaview. I mean, you know what that is. Another fun family. One Republic, a book with political intrigue. I kind of picked When the Day Comes by Gabrielle Meyer. I don't know. I couldn't think of anything else. I don't really read a lot of political intrigue. Pledge of Allegiance, a book or series you're fiercely loyal to. I mean, timeless series? Harry Potter? What else am I loyal to? Three Pines series by Louise Penny. There's a lot of series I keep up with. Oh, Say Can You See? A book that surprised you and gave you chills at the same time. I mean, at the ending. I keep putting When the Day Comes by Gabrielle Meyer, but, like, that ending was just... no other way to put it. I was shocked. I was enraged through some of it because I didn't like the way it was going, and then that twist at the end. Oof. Melting Pot, a book that is a blend of two genres. I picked Maisie Dobbs by Jacqueline Winspear. I heard about this one from a lot of people. Krista, Shelley Swearingen, Gloria Z. Thompson. I think, yeah, it's a whole series. Maisie Dobbs is a psychologist and investigator. She started solving cases after World War II, but I've only read the first book, but it's kind of a mashup of historical fiction and mystery because you're solving the mystery, but you're also seeing her time during the war as a nurse. I think she was a nurse, right? What else could she have been back then? It's only been a little while since I read it. You'd think, yeah, nursing service. So we have historical fiction, mystery, and PTSD all mashed up into one book. And it's great. Secret Six, a book with espionage. Song in the Dark by Kimberly Woodhouse. I heard about this one from Book Lover Amanda. This one's cool. A blind musician. Secret codes. Paris, I think? Yeah. Blind virtuoso pianist Cheesley embarks on a concert tour through rapidly changing Europe. Well, it's all over the place, I guess. But she does, like, these braille-coded messages, and it's cool. I love this book. I wasn't sure if I would like it, but I loved it. Westward Expansion, Tag Others. I don't know. Consider yourself tagged. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will talk to you guys in my next video. I promise this is my last video of the night. Bye!